Okay, what's up, YouTube? Today's a different video, as I said, man. Another one for y'all today. I got y'all. I think this might be like a double, triple upload here. But today, I kind of want to get into like what my PC looks like, so like that. I mean, I think I did a video talking about it, like looks like outside, upgrading it and stuff. But today, I kind of want to show y'all the build though of the PC. Um, you kind of want to see it like on PC, but this is what I actually use to get the parts pretty much. If you go to, I think, save parts list, I believe, or complete builds. Yeah, right here. So here's the bill that we actually got here, by the way. So I think it's about $745. This is the monitor. This is not what my microphone stuff there. Uh, but still, as I said, here we have the CPU I got, which was I think got i3 1200 F. It's actually went down, I think, down a little bit since I actually bought it. I think it was around $90, or maybe it was 85. I can't remember when I bought this, but I know I paid about $110 when I had bought the original setup though. So that was how much I bought it for. And this is like $743. Uh, and this is actually pretty good considering that I paid $100 more, and that's not even considering the monitor. So if you get it right now, you can get it definitely way cheaper than I got it. Actually, this monitor doesn't have a price right now, about 170. So this actually probably cost about 900. So it will actually probably cost 900 though, because when I got that was about 170. I got that for. So that was actually a pretty good deal. I mean, the only thing I sucked about it was just I messed the quality up of it. But we can go for the public page of this. We're gonna look at the public. Do I have photos of these? I feel like I have photos of it. I might have posted too. So it's probably cost $900 because I know 170 plus 943, right? I mean 743, 746. That's about 800, right? Yeah, about 900 $20 right there. So not too bad. Let's go to that again. I'm trying to get this in a better view for y'all. But as I said, man, I'll show you all this was my PC build. This is another build. Oh yeah, I remember that. This is my PC though. But yeah, $746 again here. I got the CPU, $85 about that. I got these on Amazon, by the way, as well. So you can kind of go over here, and then like if you want to, like you can go at the part list if you wanted to. You can go here, look at the i3. So I got this on Amazon though, but it is pretty much the cheapest on Amazon, pretty much. And then you can look at the reviews as well through here as well, and kind of see what the CPU looks like. Comes with this, it doesn't show you the CPU, just shows you that and the cooler that you get with it. I changed mine out eventually, so I do got a little bit more to it. Then we got the Gigabytes. Right now, I think I've upgraded about two parts, which makes us set up, I guess, about maybe about 800, about $850. So that's actually still cheaper than what I bought it for, actually. So it's actually not a bad deal. Actually, you might find the SSD for more expensive because when I got the SSD, it was a 2 terabyte, like one of the fastest SSDs that we actually had for about $100, which is a pretty good deal. Um, as y'all can pretty much see though. So then, as I said, we have the Gigabyte BM60 DS dish AX DDR4. It doesn't come with internet, so what you need with this, you're gonna need an Ethernet, or you're gonna have to get like a wired, wireless. I mean, the internet. It has to say internet or Wi-Fi, and that's how you know. I thought Wi-Fi just means like you don't have to connect to your Wi-Fi. That's what I meant when I bought this. Also, it has a USB 3.2 or Type C ports as well. Mine's actually doesn't, so it doesn't actually have any USB 3.1 ports. So those are like the blue chargers, the blue USBs that you see like that. Like my PC, I only get to use the USB. It comes with two USB ports. So you want a PC case that actually has really that. So I don't suggest this unless you want to run into the same issues like me. You might not want to get this bill. I mean, if you have a bunch of decent amount of money after this, you might want to buy some more stuff because I know that's what I had to do eventually. I had to buy Bluetooth for this. I had to buy a cord and a bus so I can actually have more ports and stuff for the charger as well. That's what I got as well. And then a microphone as well. So that's something like that. But then we got to the Silicon Power Gaming 32 gigabytes, two F6 stream DDR4. Pretty good deal for these. Probably how much I paid for this thing. I got this on Amazon again. As I said, the silicon. So as it's only for RGB, it doesn't have like a full casing to it. So it's a little bit. As I said, that's why it's more cheaper because it's like it has like a casing like on the front of it, but it's not crazy though. So that's why it's so cheap though. But it's like this camo look of it outside of warranty. Then we have the Phoenix, which is my main sword that I'm still using to this day, y'all. The Phoenix S500 Pro 1 terabyte M.2. It's a 3.0. So pretty much this is like, I mean, it's faster than the PS4. It's slower than the PS5. I think it's about half the speed that you have to have at least for a PS5. I believe they suggest. I think this speed's about 3,000, so it's kind of slow. You see a lot of people use this thing, But I think a lot of people PC, as I said, they're not very crazy on this though. So they're not, as I said, I'm caring about that right then again, there again, pretty much though. So that's just that. If you want to see that, that's what I got. That eventually I got like a S. A S. What the heck is it called? I forgot what I got. I did get something. I probably should make like a video where it looks like fully upgraded. But yeah, I got this right here, the King Spectrum. It's actually been 2 terabytes for $100. So this is what I got. I got that right there. I got that combo. And so I guess you want to get that. I got that. And that will cost you. Let's see how much it will cost. I'll remove these in a little bit. I mean, I probably won't save them. Let me see what I got though. And the PC cooler, I got this as well for the PC cooler. And so as I said, this is like the thing I pretty much paid for, about 876, not too bad. But yeah, that's a pretty good deal. That's like double the price of that. That's a 2 terabyte, and this is a 4.0 by the way as well. So it's way better than that is. It also matches AMD because AMD, is kind of that's what I'm using for my games right now. Give this a Newegg for 100, which this is where I got it from. I got it from Newegg, and I got a 2 terabyte. I might buy another one in the future. I guess it seems like the price is going down. If you do have enough money though, you could get a 4 terabyte, which is just a actually 4 terabytes about $200 now. I want just a 4 terabyte, no more now. I know it was like about 120 when I saw it. On the deal was about 120, so that was actually not a crazy deal. But yeah, extremely fast, very cheap. Yeah, it is pretty cheap for what you get. As I say, as I said, it's a pretty good one. Even though it's like I think about 2 times faster than the one I just showed you. The one I got. I got two. That's just that, and that's the cooling thing that I got. So that's used for your CPU cooler. Then for the video card, the most important part, I got the XFX Speedster, 6700. Now I don't show this one as much because I don't think they sell it no more. That's how much I bought it for, 320. I looked on Amazon, I couldn't find it, but you can like find that's it right here. But you can find the 210, 600 for about 270. Actually, I wouldn't get that because I know I would actually. Um, or you can like probably, I mean, what's something that's almost equal to that, you probably want to get. Let me see. Let me see Arc 700. Because I know these things. I'm not sure if they discontinued it or something. It seems very rare to find. I can't find anything, but I did feel like they had at some point. They did actually have the XT is about 430. I wouldn't suggest getting the XT because I paid so much money for that. Let's see the 700. Let's see what this cost about. Yeah, I don't know GPU to get honest to get up there. I can't really tell that. It's been a while since I've actually been on here, but it seems like there's not a lot of GPUs that are gonna be. You're gonna have to get 600, or you're gonna maybe have to spend a lot of money. As I said, I mean, I'm gonna get a 660. That's like a 1080p. I know, as I said at first, I was gonna get like a GTX, uh, 9. Is it what was it called? 650. Yeah, 650. I was gonna get that at first. I never got that though. So yeah. I guess you can get this Venture 4060. Yeah, I don't really know what to show just y'all for like the GPUs. Probably like our RX 600, maybe 6800 if I can get one. It's gonna probably cost you a bunch more because I think the GPUs are kind of expensive right now. At least showing up on here though. And that's just that. That though. Then we have the Xiaomi i3 Neo case, which, as I said, your case, if you're wondering, as I said, you plug in your case ports into your motherboard. I just thought that, as I said, that your case ports take automatic. You don't have to plug them in. You don't need that. So I haven't get that. The power supply is the RS Gaming 750. You could probably change that stronger than what I need. But yeah, you are gonna change this depending on the GPU that you get because you're not probably gonna get the GPU I'm gonna get. This is the 1440p 1440 hertz. I'm not using that. I'm using like 100 hertz. So like I can't really get 120 FPS. I mean, I can get 120 FPS, but I can't really see a crazy difference between them. That's just that though. Let me show you some other builds that I made though. Okay, I'm looking at people's complete builds, but you can also go through people's complete builds to see what they buy. To see what they kind of pretty much got there. But I think it's just bill $700 build. So you want a $700 build here? Why the heck is it $600 $500? Okay, scrap that, and you probably get something else other than this. This is a good build. Other than this, I think this video card right here, it's actually a pretty good deal. Kind of not gonna change it though, but yeah, this is pretty cheap though. Probably get this maybe about $700, a little cheaper than that. I think it was cheaper at some point. But actually, I'm not gonna fix that though. But 500 gigabytes, it's not gonna be a lot of storage though. I don't just 500 gigabytes. I think a terabyte wasn't enough for me. I know. I think in total I got about about 3 terabytes, 500 3 terabytes, 576 gigabytes of storage. That's how much I got. So 3,576 or 3 terabytes and 0.75 pretty much. Right. We have another custom build here with the yeah. This is another one expensive one. $800. Place that again, 500. This is actually a cheap build if you actually got this for. It's actually pretty cheap. Well, if I get this for maybe about 500, I would say. Uh, let's see the one that I was planning on get. So I guess the upgrade was gonna get this right here. This can be the upgrade, upgrading my PC, doing that upgrade everything in here. That's my idea. Upgrading it, which is 1,300. I think it was about 1,800 because of that GPU. But I guess it's been on the stock or the price. Sometimes they don't fix their price. It's not right. Um, then we have this one about I got for 2022. But this is the one that actually, if I do upgrade my piece, like I fully upgrade, I don't get a new one. I get a new one completely. I plan on getting the AMD 700. I think it's one of the newer ones. I'll share this one right here. It says warning some of these parts aren't compatible. Yeah, I'll change this over time anyway. But yeah, as I said, the AMD 7700, I'm not sure it's compatible. I'll tell you right there. Let's tell you if something's compatible or not. We have the NXT crack. So my idea for this one was to get kind of an all white, as I said, type of setup to it. Just trying to get a white setup, pretty much. That's kind of just the idea, though. You know what I'm trying to say. Got the Ux Rug Striker 9. It's kind of a white black aesthetic to it, and get a white black keyboard as well. Eventually, I'm get the memory. So yeah, that's kind of my idea. Because right now, I think for this system right now, it's a black setup. I might get a new mask. I'm not sure if I would have. If not, it just depends on the budget though. Um, I said it doesn't really match, but I mean it's not it's kind crazy though. Storage, so we have a 2 terabytes. So I plan on doing it eventually. I mean, if I was to get this now, I would have about 4 terabytes. About 5 terabytes, pretty much. And then I was planning to get like a hard drive. I'm gonna include it in here because I was supposed to get I think upgrade to this, which I might do by the summer, depending. As I say, it just depends. But as I said, the plans have kind of been like mashed up a little bit. But the video card, as you can see here, is the 7900s. This is like the newer one. I think they're releasing the 800s and the 50,000s already, which is crazy. So this is about $1,000. It should go down in price. So this should kind of go down a little bit by the time I do buy it though, maybe. So I know I got the RX 700. This was during I think around when we had the it was still 600 series. So I had about maybe about the fifth strongest GPU, about the fifth strongest, fifth or eighth, because I forget they have 50s in between. It's weird. But one of the strongest GPUs, I would say top 15 strongest GPUs. Because I know they have like the titanium versions and the XDs. Uh, there's just that though. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with AMD though, not Nvidia, especially since the prices. And as I said, if y'all plugging into making PCs and building them, y'all should kind of do that. Now I did post a video about, as I said, building a PC and stuff like that. Now I will say, y'all, I will do another one. I guess building when I do get that. It's gonna be weird though. I'm gonna try to do it myself. Because I actually haven't built a PC like as I said since 2022, pretty much. But we have the NCXT H9, which I think is a kind of case though. As you can see, I think the porcelain, I think it's 2 USBs, and then I think it's a Type C, I believe. So that's what it said. That should be good. And I didn't even monitor because I know I got like I think a 1440p monitor, and I do plan on getting that. So this is about $2K, which is pretty expensive still. As I said, that's kind of just the budget. You know what I'm trying to say. Um, as I said, well, I do kind of plan on trying to do it, and I have a renewed build. Yeah, I don't even know what this build is, but $550 ain't that bad. Where's the GPU at? That's the GPU. Actually, I think this was my suggested build to do actually. So I think this was the build I suggest y'all to get. So I agree with this build. I think I still agree with this. I think it's a pretty good build. Just the GPU it's not so no more. But I think it's about 300, $200 for that. But let's go on Amazon to see actually before we end this video for y'all how much it does actually cost to get that RX 6700 XT. Y'all about to hear some noise. The thing, yeah, about 320. So this is 7600 by the way. So it's 320 right here. You're paying about how much is a little less than I pay for actually a GPU that's maybe about a little bit worse than mine's, a little bit almost equal to it though. But that's a 7600 right there for 320. Which how much I bought my GPU for. Um, Yeah, it seems like the kind of stuff selling, or as I said, going out of stock. I can might be selling mine. I'm gonna. I said that you're gonna be able to for a lot of money, possibly. I'm gonna keep mine for sure. I'm not gonna get rid of mine. I'm gonna probably keep it, and so I think in the future, like use it for parts and like that, so like that. But as I said, man, I hope y'all did enjoy this video. And as I said, y'all, like I also said, man, I wanted to kind of just keep posting videos for this channel right here, the Loud Put On channel up in here, just kind of stay consistent to this channel, and not just stay on like the Frosty channel. The Frost channel, if you want to watch that channel, like I said, I'm gonna do gaming videos on that channel. y'all should expect a video today. Maybe a Fortnite video, maybe a COD video. It might be on my PlayStation. It might be on the console. I think Fortnite finished updating though. And as I said, y'all, I just want to say again, man, thank you for watching this video. And as I said, y'all, remember or go, y'all. Again, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on both channels so we can get, as I said, and play Five Nights at Freddy's. Bro, I'm joking. All right, so let me say this game. My goal is trying to get 1,000 subscribers so we can act. So we can if I do, I will play Little Namers 3. Y'all, I'll play the game. As I said, I'm trying to get as fast as possible. I probably won't because the creators and stuff like that. And we'll play the game then. And as I said, man, yeah, that's just that. And yeah, peace out.